And welcome to this edition of Outside the Oval. Mark Tassler here talking about one of the greatest races I've ever seen at Huset Speedway. And I mean that. Last night, the World of Outlaws, we're talking about that Wednesday night show, the World of Outlaws at Huset Speedway. Absolutely fantastic. It had the whole crowd just going wild out there. It was great. We had 35 cars in competition, best drivers from around the world. And what happens? A local driver, well, from North Dakota, Huset's regular, wins and beats all the guys. And he did not get lucky. He didn't get any great lucky breaks. It was no fluke. He outdrove the field. He would have beat anybody out there last night. I'm talking about Mark Dobmeier. And the whole 35-lap main event was action-packed. First of all, we watched Mark Dobmeier start, not on the front row. He passed some cars. He started way back at 10th. And by the time he made his way up to 4th, early in the race, we said, hey, this guy's on the move here. He's passed 6 cars already. Then all of a sudden, we seen him battling for the lead with none other than 3-time World of Outlaw champion and the legend, Sammy Swindell. Here's Swindell and Dobmeier exchanging slide jobs, going back and forth. This is early in the race. And everybody's just going, can Dobbs get around Sammy? Can he stay ahead of him? And eventually he would. And he would drive away from that battle with Sammy Swindell. Then we get later in the race, and now he has to outdrive the 5-time World of Outlaw champion, Donnie Schatz. Schatz is closing in. We're in heavy lap traffic, and it seemed like the heavier the traffic, the more Dobmeier would work his way through there and actually pick up the pace. He would hold off Schatz for the victory. The crowd erupted. It was a night to be there to see Mark Dobmeier from Grand Forks, North Dakota, with the number 13 car, Huset's regular, winning the World of Outlaws. Not the first time he's beat these guys either. This is his 3rd World of Outlaw career victory and 2nd one that came at Huset Speedway. He absolutely outdrove the entire field out there. Donnie Schatz would settle for 2nd place with the number 15 car after closing in hard on Dobmeier at the end. And there was a lot of racing going on elsewhere in the track. Kerry Madsen, the hard charger, he passed the most cars, started 19th with that number 29 car. Kerry Madsen came all the way up to 3rd. That alone was fun to watch. Sammy Swindell would ultimately settle for 4th place with the number 1 car. And it was Paul McMahon coming across the line in 5th with car number 51. That's your top 5 from the World of Outlaws, the July 2nd race at Huset Speedway. Also in competition were the micro sprints, and it was Trey Thiesenvitz out of Jasper, Minnesota, with his number 53 micro taking the win. And that would be his first of the year. That was in the 600cc micro sprints. And the late model street stocks were in action. Darren Cordles of Rock Rapids, Iowa, in the number 11K, taking his 3rd win of the season. He would pass some cars to do that. He started 15th to take that victory. So it was a great night of racing. That's Outside the Oval for this time around. Mark Tassler will be back with more. Stay with us through the racing season.